Fight Fiend forecast is back to decode a couple fights. UFC Sacramento with the best decoder in the game, Rabbit Season. Follow him on Instagram. And let's check out this new intro.
I'm hunting rabbits. Oh boy, rabbit wax.
Survival of the fittest in the
man,
fight.
Killer B.
It's fun.
No doubt, indeed. Without weed, you know what I'm saying? That old real shit.
Rabbit season. Duck season.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. They never around when the beef cooks in my part of town.
Rabbit Season, welcome back. Third time on the show. New intro. How you doing, my friend?
How's it going? I'm doing good.
That's good. We got
Yeah,
some
I like that
decodes.
new intro. It's fire.
Yeah, that one's sweet. It's Rabbit Season, you know that. The first intro, we had a original one. We better play that too, because that is the
Yeah.
first take of that one. So here's the OG one.
Rabbit season.
That was OG one. Much improved. Rabbit, are you ready to decode a couple fights here in Sacramento?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's go. Here is the original sheet that I sent out to Rabbit. Helps us decode a couple fights. Some of the key names like Golden One Arena, UFC Fight Night 285, UFC Sacramento. You see it on the screen. It helps us decode these fights. We have a couple actually decoded in advance, not from scratch on this show. So this is key for helping us decode fights. And then Rabbit mentioned this. So do you want to talk about this, Rabbit, how it connects?
Yeah, so I was like trying to, well, first I kept seeing like a few 81s that could hit. And I was kind of thinking, like I felt like I remembered a connection between 81 and Sacramento, but I couldn't really figure it out. And then, you think Sacramento, you kind of think of the Golden Gate Bridge. So I looked up the gematria of that, and that was 81. So I was like, okay. And I looked up when the year was construction began. It was 1933, which was the same year Golden One Credit Union was founded, and they have the naming rights to the arena that they're going to be at. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I looked it up. That was a rooster year. I don't know if you looked that up, but that's what I saw. And I don't know if we might run into anything that could help us out, but it was a water rooster.
Yeah, you got me intrigued with that rooster. I threw it in the bottom right-hand corner there.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
I see
know
it.
this info until we talked shortly before the show. So maybe at the end, we just kind of go through the roosters. Even now, I'll go through Tapology and see if I can find any roosters on the fight night. Maybe their energy is really strong. I would say it would be in Sacramento, Rabbit.
Yeah.
Now, what else was strong was the number 7. It's the 7th UFC event in Sacramento. Now, you're going to love this because I seen some of your codes. Like, you sent me some of them. I made some slides up. So, obviously, I had this one ready. And the 7th pro loss is live for RoboCop, Sergey Spivak, Kennedy Nzechukwu, Nazrat, or Chris Padilla. Can stay on 7 pro wins is Chanel Dyer, Jackson McVeigh, Anthony Wint, which I don't believe is possible. Biggest betting favorite. And then Chavez. So I actually think a lot of this could be live. And then the 7th pro UFC win is live for, I do believe, what does that say? Carly Judas.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah.
So that intertwines with Chavez getting her 7th pro. I have seventh stays on 7 pro wins. So Chavez is going to stay on 7 pro wins as Carly Judy's picks up her 7th pro win, 7th time in Sacramento. So that's how that intertwines. Now, I didn't fully decode it, but I just noticed how those two fighters are there right now
Yeah,
on the
that's a
screen.
good observation. So many sevens I can hit today or tomorrow. I mean,
Yeah, and then you got the 81 that you talked about. That's more in depth that we can go with this as well. The 81, trying to match it with a
mhm.
rooster energy too, because 1933 was that rooster energy. So you can kind of use astrology, numerology, gematria, and just kind of mix it all together as y'all should if using this information. See if it all is strong or not, because you can't have codes going both ways. I try to decode both sides, but as you'll see coming up, it leans the strong way rather than the other. And there's actually 2 fights I decoded, couldn't find really much info on, but I'll try to go more in depth after this one for sure. As I only have 2 fights, Rabbit. Super busy week. 2 fights really stood out. The main event and then the first fight of the night. And we're actually seeing Dyer stays on 7 pro wins here. And she's a big betting favorite. Carly
Mhm.
Judy's is a big betting favorite. So we'll go back to the rooster in a bit. Maybe we don't get to it on this show. So subscribe on Patreon to Rabbit. He'll have much more information on this fight night, along with myself after the show. We'll be live for like 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes. So the first fight of the night going into the sevens, Rabbit, was Elise Reed. She's born in Sacramento. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh wow, no, I didn't.
Yeah. And then Oralby obviously dropped the bag. Big favorite. Jeremiah Wells was from Philadelphia, won in Philadelphia last weekend. It could happen again first fight of the night. Maybe it doesn't, but there is a serious chance here as I take the glasses off. A full decode on Elise Reed and really couldn't find much on Chanel Dyer in this one. Besides her name in Gematria equals 61 and Reed can fall 6-1 in decisions. And we'll talk about how opponents of Reed remain 5-2 inside the distance there at the bottom. I think this one goes the distance first off. Nail the Dog might not be live. It's a big price tag, but the fight going the distance is still plus money. Reed opponents can remain 5-2 inside the distance. Golden 1 Arena 52 reduction. California 52 reduction here on the screen. I think the first fight goes the distance, Rabbit, and you're getting plus 140, double up on that one. But looking at the Elise Reed coach, he's from Sacramento. It's certainly live here. As we see, 96 weeks exactly since she's won a fight. 96 is 71st composite number, and Dyer is currently 7-1. 128 is 96 composite number. Chanel Dyer, 128 in the ordinal as well. So there's a big connection there. Starting off with Reed improving 5-5 in the UFC. 55 is 10th Fibonacci and triangular rabbit. 5th square. And we're talking the 10th UFC fight for Elise Reed and potentially her 5th UFC win as she stays on 5 losses. So it's a big dog, but there's a big chance she wins. Do you think?
Yeah, I like your breakdown. I was also kind of just like on surface level. I was even thinking that she could get her 9th win in California. And California is founded on September 9th, 9/9. So I like this breakdown.
Oh, 9-9. That's when Dyer last lost, September 9th.
Oh, really?
Yes, bro.
Wow.
And it's her 9th pro fight right now, Dyer.
Oh my. Yeah. It's very live.
Very live. And it's the 7th time the UFC's heading to Sacramento. And Dyer can
For
stay on
first
those
time in
7 pro
7 years.
wins. Yep. She stays on 7 wins. First fight of the night.
I like
and 49 is 7th square rabbit. UFC Sacramento. The main hashtag is 49 reduction. 49 weeks since Dyer lost on September 9th, 9/9.
Oh wow. Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's the 22nd day of the year. Secondary energy is 22, not 4, because master number 22 is the secondary energy number, and it's 22 months since Elise Reed won a fight. Golden One Arena 202 reverse as well. And Dyer falls 2-2 in decisions.
Nice.
And looking for it for what it is, Elise Reed is 6-0 to the decision column, right? So if Dyer can't get the finish, what does it look like on a scorecard versus, yeah, a big underdog, but a girl that's from Sacramento and is 6-0 to the decision? Could be a live dog. Definitely wanted to mention it here. First fight of the night. We've seen it with Jeremiah Wells. Unfortunately, I had oral by their submission last week, coded, and a prop of the week. This week, just for fun, I'll code Elise Reed. She's obviously from Sacramento, Rabbit. I don't expect it to hit. Certainly something I want my money on and sprinkle on this. Manage the bankroll wisely. I think we'll make some cash in Sacramento.
Yeah, it's a lot of value. So
Yeah, there is. And I know with this one can stay on 7th pro loss is in play for Nazareth or Taco. And that's where we go into your first code of the night here.
oh yeah. This one's kind of double coded because either fighter could pick up their 7th loss. But Nazareth, I like him. I like him to win because it's been 77 weeks since he last won. That's also 17 months, which 17 is the 7th prime number. Yeah, it's gonna be his birthday too. So,
Oh, shit.
and I think it was I forgot to put it in here, but it's 19 weeks since what's his name? Chris last fought. So Nazareth could get that 19th win if I'm remembering it correctly. But yeah, 31st birthday, and he last won March 1st, like 3-1, California, the 31st state. My bad. My cat was fucking with something. But
Smash the like button for the kitty cats.
yeah. Oh yeah, and Padilla, he won 7 fights in a row before his last draw, so adding on to the 7 coding. So double coded, but I definitely lean Nazareth more in this one.
Are you cheering for Nazareth, though, Rabbit? Be honest.
No.
I'm glad you're honest. You're an honest guy.
Yeah.
I'm cheering for Taco, but yeah, very interesting one. Double coded for sure. And the reason why your code could possibly be correct, Rabbit, is because we see Chris Padilla open as an underdog and 75% pick him on Tapology out of a strong selection of cappers, about 3,000 MMA cappers. Maybe it's biased because Taco's a big fan of the MMA community, but still, we're seeing 75% on Taco Padilla, and he's now only minus 110 a pick'em fight. So he was a pretty big dog. Bookies thought different than the public, obviously. So I think your code is certainly onto something here, no doubt. Always the sharpest coder in the game.
Thank you.
MLB too. MLB, women's NBA, you do it all, brother.
Yeah. Sometimes there's just like some gems, you know, like not all codes are gonna be like as easy as the other ones, or they're all different, but sometimes you just come across like a real gem that just sticks out and you got to go with it.
How do you basically determine which one you want to go like a little bit more confidence on, or even decide betting on, maybe? Because like with all my codes, it's like certainly the stronger ones are the ones. Like I don't bet all codes, obviously. Some I do for fun. The stronger ones are pretty obvious. So if you know, it'll scream at you.
Yeah.
We gave out a lot of good ones.
I kind of like the codes that I like to go heavier on, or like ones that I've seen a few days in advance, like especially in MLB or WNBA. Like you could set it up like, okay, if this team continues a losing streak, then they could end it against this team, and there'll be like some kind of pattern there that you could go off of, right?
Yeah.
And if the first few steps or first few games are correct leading up to that last point in the code, it's kind of like more confirmation that you're on the right track. So that last game in whatever series I'm decoding, that's when I would usually like to go heavier on.
Yeah, the time with the Mets, you almost had the whole series predicted.
Yeah,
Not
that
almost, you
one.
did like on point. Every single fucking game, cash, cash, cash. And that's what I really appreciate about you. You look in advance and then you can call every game and it kind of helps you on the first game because you're looking at the third game of the whole series, right?
Yeah, bro. That was like the most I've ever put on a
That was
single
nuts.
game. That was like 5K on the Mets. But yeah, I saw that from like I was just looking through the slate one day and I looked at the Dodgers Mets series and Mets has 51 numerology and they just all lined up and it just hit.
Yeah, you're very good at finding it, going down those rabbit holes, the best in the game. And that's why I handcrafted this for my good friend, my teacher. I must say, my teacher.
It's an honor. That's awesome, bro.
And I was born near the rabbit, like I was telling you too. So it's like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro. It's wild because my girlfriend, she was also born in the year of the rabbit. Yeah, and she's like it was wild because she has like German in her family, and she was watching this anime, and there's like a German character, and it's based off of the Chinese zodiac, and the German character, its animal is the rabbit. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's freaky. What are you though? Tell us.
Uh, I'm a tiger.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
98,
98. I'm 99.
99.
Yeah, we just talked about that too. 99.
Yeah,
And I think I seen a 97, the ordinal is something here. It was on that first slide. The ordinal of Golden One Arena, maybe? Is 97.
yeah.
So that was actually my birthday, 9th month, 7th day.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy. Now with the sevens again, Rabbit, we go back to this one, and you have Gaziv, and that goes against Kennedy Nzechuku, who will be picking up his 7th pro loss. So it's very compatible with this slide here again.
yeah. Let me see. Yeah,
And you
I
actually
was.
have it right there. 7th
Yeah,
loss for
and it was
Kennedy.
even 70 days from his birthday. I was like, man, come on. But yeah, you got the 7 years since UFC was last in Sacramento, seventh event, and then the 81 Golden Gate Bridge coding I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, yep. Going back to that, the Golden Gate Bridge, yeah. It's in play here, and you also can look at like line movement too. The shift of odds probably favors Gaziv. Then that 7 screams at this first slide. Rabbit backs it up.
Yeah, I'm really wondering how many of these sevens are gonna hit for like the who like what if all of them the sevens hit? You know, that would be wild. I don't
Anthony
expect them
Wynn.
to, but it would be wild.
I can't say Anthony Wynn's gonna lose and stay on 7 pro wins because he is a monster. He's a massive favorite, 8-1 favorite. Just fought a week
Mhm.
ago. Like I honestly think he wins in one punch, 30 seconds. So you can get almost
Yeah.
3 your money on like a 30-second KO, under half a round for him to win. I think that one we kind of scratch off, but everything else could be very live. Obviously, the Elise Reed one, I wanted to back that up more. Women's MMA
Yeah.
first fight of the night. Dyer's there, stays on 7 pro wins. It's interesting. The only one though, Rabbit, that I'm like, no way, is Wint.
Wit.
Maybe just
Let's see.
leave him off and just parlay the rest. Just a little something sprinkled down. Manage the
Yeah.
bankroll wisely.
The 7 parlay.
Born on the 7th day. I think we'll have some luck with it. Lucky 7. All right, we got the main event of the evening. Fluffy Hernandez. I'm rocking the fluff, but I ended up switching my pick to RoboCop for reasons that we talked about on other shows. So I had Fluffy, switched to RoboCop, learned more about Fluffy, then decoded Fluffy, So now I don't know what the fuck to do. Probably not going to bet this one, Rabbit. But here's my code on Fluffy. And it's hard to go against it. RoboCop can fall 19-7 pro record in Sacramento, California, which is 197 in the main cipher ordinal. Also his 7th pro loss, 7th UFC event in Sacramento. 16th pro win for Fluffy, 1-6, 7 energy. RoboCop 103 reduction. Fluffy improves 10-3 in the UFC. Like 79 weeks exactly since RoboCop lost. 79 is 22nd prime. We already talked about that 22nd. 22nd secondary energy, master number, 22nd day of the month, and then Golden One Arena 202 reverse. But looking at the decision and submission, like that's where not so sure. Opponents of RoboCop can improve 1-4 in the sub column. RoboCop's in his 14th UFC fight, 10th UFC win for Fluffy, maybe the 10th submission win for Fluffy. And that's where we can just flip the slide. We'll go back to the RoboCop code there at the bottom in a minute. But between the submission and decision, looks like Fluffy's the play, Rabbit.
Yeah. I was surprised when you said Reed was from Sacramento because I didn't like have time to like look through all of them. So I asked Grok, I was like, give me a list of all the fighters that are like that grew up around Sacramento area or came from there, and they told me that, Grok told me that it was only Fluffy. He grew up like 40 miles away from Sacramento. I was like, okay, and so that's why I was surprised when you said Reed because I didn't even see that, but. Yeah, Hernandez also grew up near Sacramento, and 7 years since last Sacramento event, 7th event, Rodriguez could get his 7th loss. I just wouldn't want to fade that. So yeah, I mean it's probably better to stay off this one if you did like the code for RoboCop. I didn't get a chance to read it, but
it wasn't really the code I liked. It was just like the fact that he has that raw power early, you know what I'm saying? And Hernandez is coming back after the knockout loss to Strickland. But then once I seen Fluffy so close to home and the code was so good for him, I'm like, fuck's sakes, I just flipped to RoboCop on the video.
Yeah.
Should have just stuck with Fluffy. I love the Fluffy code, though. The RoboCop code, it's meh. If you're betting him, probably by KO.
Yeah. I was thinking it could end in decision.
Yeah, I see this.
191st event since Rodriguez lost by decision. He could fall 4-3. Las Vegas, Nevada equals 43. That's where that fight was. And it was also it's exactly 234 weeks since that fight. And tomorrow is going to be the 234th day of the year. So I didn't get a chance to count up the rounds, but I'll probably do that whenever I get some time here in a minute.
Yeah, that's why people have to become paid members on Patreon. Rabbit's there. Follow him for more. Linktree, he's on IG. Get in that Patreon, get all the information. He has all sports. And there's going to be more to these codes. These are just the start. We're going more in depth later for paid members. So thanks to Rabbit. Comment, like to thank Rabbit, and follow him to thank him for these free plays. Much appreciation, brother. And we go more in depth.
Oh, yeah. What's right here? Oh, yeah.
You might already talked about that a bit.
Yeah, I didn't talk about that second part, though. Rodriguez's last opponent, whenever he lost to decision, his name, if you add in his nickname, it equals 102, like San Francisco, California, in the same cipher. So I thought that was interesting as well.
That is interesting. Armin Trojan. So either submission or decision. Fluffy to win seems like the strong code here, Rabbit. We're in agreement there. Fluffy last loss 2/21. Gregory Rodriguez equals 2/21 reverse. 26 weeks exactly since Fluffy lost. 26 pro fight for RoboCop. 26 is 16th composite number. And let's pull this up even more. RoboCop equals 39. And 39 is 26 composite number. RoboCop equals 33. And Fluffy can fall 3 and 3 in the KO column. But everything we talked about on Fluffy is just much stronger. You know what I mean? And I think we both can agree. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fade sevens in the main event on this one.
No, not really. No, that's why I had to make that first slide. And it's like, you imagine if Wint doesn't win. He's such a big betting favorite. He's a beast, absolute specimen of a human being. Like, bro, if he doesn't win, this is why you always have to trust the code. Because this is the only thing that's going to call him to lose.
Yeah.
And it's not essentially calling him to lose. This is just like one number match and just quick look. You know what I mean? So we could go way more in depth with the Wint fight, but I'm not going to because he's such a big betting favorite. I'm confident he's going to win. But if he doesn't win, I'll just look back at this slide and be like, fuck.
Yeah.
And because of that, I might even go more in depth for paid members, right, Rabbit? Like you will after the show.
Yeah.
Stuff to look at with the rooster. Let me do a quick gander down a goose trail. See if I can find any 1993 energy. That's the rooster energy.
Mhm.
See if I can find any of them. Don't know if I've seen any off the top of my head. But like you said, it's going to be some strong energy on this event. Co-main event, main event, I don't see rooster energy. RDR and Delidze, don't see rooster energy. What's 1998 actually? Don't think that's rooster 1998.
No, that's Tiger.
Tiger, that's you.
You.
There might not be many roosters. We'll find one for the show here. We have to. Got to call one out. The hunt for the rooster. Carly Judy's is a rabbit/cat, so be cheering for her for sure. I'm going to check the Wint fight for a rooster. No way. I see a lot of pigs, Rabbit. I see a lot of 1995s on this event. I can go back to that other slide. Horse year, monkey energy, dog energy. So I don't really know why pig energy would be showing up so much. Yeah, there's a lot of pig energy. There's only like three more fights for me to check, and I'm not seeing a rooster yet. This is crazy. You'd think there'd be one. Seen a lot of cats too. Cats and rabbits. And I'll check the first four of the night. Really nothing. I'll check another gander later, but running through these fights, I see a lot of cats and a lot of pigs. And a couple monkeys. Couldn't find a rooster. Definitely some 81s, though, that we could look at. And an 81 could be Dyer improving 8-1. Pro record. First fight of the night. So Looking at the least read code, good dog, yes. But dire, adding on to Rabbit's 81 codes, can improve 8-1. And then we have a strong lean that read stays 5-2 inside the distance. So I'm looking at dire by a decision because she is my original pick, official pick. Zodiac picks and official picks are different for me. I have like a set of both. I don't code every fight, but if I do, obviously my code has at least read to win, not dire. But I'm looking at dire. It has a little bit of info on her, and especially by a decision. She's my official pick, and I'm looking at betting her by a decision. And then Rabbit's talking about these 81s, and dire can go 8-1 pro record. So it's like, you know, good to bet both, double dip. You're getting great money on both, and you can be profitable. We sure are. I think we've covered everything that we want to give out for free, Rabbit, here on the show. So thanks again for joining. That was a hell of a show. Prop Fiend's coming up in like 30 minutes time, finale. And I actually have Dyer and Elise Reed, the first prop on that one, fight to go the distance. Doesn't matter which girl wins, just fight to go the distance. Plus 135 is the number I got. So that's a good bet. First fight of the night, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. All right, man.
Cheers to you. Cheers to me. Let's go F3. Where can they find you, Rabbit? Obviously, IG, and we talked about it a bit, but
yeah, you just find me on IG, Rabbit Season 1. I don't think there's an underscore in there. I think that's my Twitter, but yeah, just I'm mostly on IG, so but yeah.
And follow your Patreon too.
Yeah. Follow my Patreon. I got it. It should be in the link in my bio.
I'll put the link in the description too as well for that.
Yeah.
Of this
Appreciate
video.
you, man.
Yep. So Patreon link for Rabbit, IG link for Rabbit, Twitter link for Rabbit will be added to the description of this video, and all the other ones you'll find them on. This is the third, I do believe.
Yeah, the third.
And many more to come.
Many more to come.
Cheers to you. Cheers to me.
Cheers, bro.
Let's go F3. Peace.
See ya.
I'm hunting wabbits. Oh boy, wabbit wax.
Survival of the fittest. In the
Man,
fight,
Killer B.
it's fun.
No doubt, indeed. With that weed.
Come on,
You know what I'm saying? That old real shit.
Wabbit season. Duck season.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. They never around when the beef cooks in my part.